Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Grow Forever podcast. Today we have Teresa here that we'll be interviewing a woman that's amazing, incredible, outstanding. And we're going to see and hear about her life. On this podcast, we talk about life, family, and business. So, welcome, Teresa.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, George. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome, awesome. So, the way we're gonna kick this off today, we just want to let people know who is Teresa, where you from, how did I come across this incredible person?
Yes, so I am in New Jersey. Um, I am a SUBTO student, aka the tattoo lady. If you don't know me, now you do.
Awesome.
And I'm just here with you.
Awesome, awesome. So let's start off. So Teresa, where are you at in your journey in life right now? I know you're very big an entrepreneur. Just let people know where you at in your life in this journey right now in life.
I am at the most exciting place in my journey. I have found my purpose and I'm living in that. So every single day that I wake up for the past few weeks, I am just excited and just thrilled. And I just have such momentum to just get up and work and serve and grow. And I'm in my purpose.
Awesome. And that's the greatest place you could both ever be is purpose. And when you're in purpose, there's no limits. You're just thriving. So let's share a little bit about you. How did you start up? So we both know that we've been sub to community and we both is in real estate and doing some great things. So let people know about how did you start in real estate? Where did it start? When did it begin to start for you?
Yeah, so I started a little bit late. I got started in my 40s. I've been doing real estate now for 3 years. And the way I started is like a lot of people started. I started dating Pace on YouTube. I came across his content and, I wanted more of that. And eventually, I would probably say after a few months of watching him, I joined SUB2. Um, I loved his energy. I loved what he had to offer. And, he talked a lot about community and togetherness. And, I wanted to be a part of that. I think at the time in my journey, I had already taken a small dive into wholesaling. And I realized that a lot of the sellers that I could have helped, I couldn't. And so it was that situation where, the maximum allowable offer wasn't anywhere where the seller needed to be. And so I had to walk away from a lot of deals. And that left me feeling slighted in the fact that I couldn't serve and help somebody sell their house. And so, finding pace and, understanding that there's more tools that we can add into our tool belt, just being like one of the small components of being in sub 2. But the best part of sub 2 is just being able to serve and grow and lean on others. And so, yeah, definitely took
Awesome,
the right
awesome.
path.
Awesome. So since you've been in real estate, what's some things that had changed for you? Like what's some things that made you stick with it? Like okay, this is something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I think that going into this, I realized, as Ice Cube would say, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you've got to be willing to not get paid for 5 years. And so I went into this realizing that. In the beginning of my journey, I think that I lacked personal development. And so I did get into the whole I need a deal, I need a deal, I need a deal. And so I got lost in serving at some point just because my back was against the wall and, I had systems in place that I needed to pay for. I had a wholesaling business. I had a team that depended and relied on me. And so I think that sometimes things got the best of me, but quitting was never an option. It was just a lot of failing forward and just saying, nothing is going to stop me. Um, I want to serve. I want to stop trading my time for money. I have so many things in life that I want to accomplish. And so, you just keep going.
Awesome. I love that. Awesome. And that's something you said that was key. Personal development and self development. What do that mean to you? Tell people what how critical is that in life?
It's so critical. And, God led me to um, Tony Robbins. And
Right.
that's all thanks to Pace. So Pace had us join this Own Your Future challenge in order to be a part of this project forward. And so I discovered my purpose while I was there. Well, let me not say that. I didn't discover my purpose. I realized that I had limiting beliefs that I couldn't live in my purpose now. And through that journey, I learned You just need to know what you want to do and why you want to do it. The how will work itself out. And so, getting back to your question with the personal development, I am a aspiring life coach in Tony Robbins and Chloe Madonna's life coaching program. And I
Awesome.
just recently, I believe, started working on my personal growth and development. And it's because I have these tools now. A little example I'll give you, and this is literally me being truly vulnerable. I recently went to meet up with Pace, and one of the first things I said to him was, "Hey, when are you going to give me some of your personal time? I want some one on one time with you." And he looks at me, kind of confused. And he said, "Teresa, I am giving you my personal time." And so later that night, he put on his story, "I'm so tired of people asking me for one on one time. The answer is no, no, no." And so it's like one of those things, if the shoe fits, wear it. And I was
Mhm.
able to discover that although my approach was selfish, the human need that I was looking to meet was love and connection. And so I was looking to be significant because I wanted love and connection. And so when I started doing the inner work, I realized there's a better way that you can approach somebody and get that love and connection. And it doesn't have to be through significance. And so the next time I saw Pace, I took his favorite poem, I framed it, I put the SUBTO logo behind it, and I just walked up to him and I said, Pace, I just want to thank you for all that you do and you serve and you've changed my life. So I'm just here at this next meetup just to say thank you. And he said, Teresa,
Wow.
you've touched my heart in such a way, and you're just such a beam of light, and I love you. And that
Wow.
just made me realize through my personal growth and development that sometimes we can come off in a way that may appear to be selfish, but it's that human need that we're looking to meet of that love and connection. And it came off bad the first time, but I was able to come back and redeem myself. And that just felt so amazing. It was so amazing to go through that experience and feel that. So
Wow. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. That's very powerful. Very powerful. And and we all at some point in our life have been there of being selfish. Cause I think that come from a place not just wanting to be selfish, but when they get to a place that we could help so many people so much that we just forget about the way that we come forth with it. But it's good that that happened for you and everything. So tell people about, like, how can people, like, if you, I know you working in life coach and everything, and tell us about your business on that side of thing, on the outside of real estate. How do that work? What are you willing to provide for other people that need your help?
yes, great question. So let me tell you that I'm in the beginning stages of this journey. So I recently went to the Own Your Future Challenge. I joined Project Forward, and there was a set of homework assignments we had to do to get to the next step and the next step. And then Pace gracefully said, "Hey, for everybody that took action, I'm going to put you into this launch pad, which is essentially a business in the box. But that's just
Mhm.
one side of it. I'm also going to help you build your presence on social media and help you brand yourself." And so at that point, I was like, okay, great. I know I want to live in my purpose through life coaching and healing. Now I've got the business in the box. Now I can learn how to brand myself on social media, but I'm not a life coach. I don't know anything about being a life coach. So what do I do? And so I knew that the only person that I wanted to be coached by was Tony Robbins. Like he's literally my favorite person in the world other than Pace. And so I said, well, doesn't seem affordable for me at this time in my life, but I'm not going to be able to set a target unless I call, right? So I called Tony Robbins' team. I did a discovery call, and I found that this was more affordable than I could ever have imagined. Not only that, that I could be on a payment plan. And so I joined. I'm about 2 weeks in, and so I'm just
Awesome.
starting that journey. But I've learned so much, and I can share just a little bit that I've also been putting on social media, and that is the core value of Tony Robbins' mentorship is surrounded by the six human needs. And the
Mm,
six human needs are a need for certainty, a need for uncertainty and variety, a need for significance, a need for love and connection, a need for growth, and a need for contribution. And so,
mm,
understanding these six human needs when you're speaking to anybody, or if you're doing the inner work for yourself, really helps you build the full picture of where you fall into the category of which human needs stand out the most for you and which ones you're lacking. And you can kind of use those those 6 needs to kind of gauge your life to where you need to push back or fill in the gap. So it's
Wow.
been
Wow.
truly amazing. Hence what I just, discovered with myself with the pace story that I just shared with you. So um
Powerful. Wow.
yeah, another part of that journey is I realized, George, that for me, I scored really high on the need for uncertainty and variety. And so, being as though it took me into my 40s to really wake up and realize that there was more to life than just working, taking care of my family and going to sleep and getting up and do that and again. So, I started to basically just say, I don't deserve to really go anywhere. And yeah, here and there, you might have seen me taking my kid somewhere just out of the sense of, trying to fill his needs. But I really have just been working and sleeping, working and sleeping. And so I was lacking that variety that I crave so much as one of my human needs. And so in real estate, I was all over the place. Oh, yeah, this guy's giving out multifamily lists. I think I'm going to just start doing multifamily. Oh, next week they're talking about split pads. Let me hop on this Zoom. I never really found a niche within real estate. And I believe now, looking back, that had a lot to do with what you would say shiny object syndrome. But I really believe there's more depth to that. I was looking to meet that human need of variety, and I wasn't getting it in my personal life. And so I kind of brought that into my day to day in real estate. And so learning that and understanding that has helped me really just take a step back. And now I'm giving myself permission to do out things outside of real estate and just taking breaks here and there and just saying, you know what, I think I just want to go for a hike, or I think I'm going to go on this wilderness camping with my son and do this challenge with him. And so that I'm getting that variety outside of real estate. And that has truly made me feel so much more grounded.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's amazing, so amazing. And like I said on our podcast, we talk about life, family, and business. I hear you just talking about your son. Tell us about your amazing son. Like what's his what that does to you? What that drive because of your son, for you in your life right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So my kids are everything. I actually have 3 sons. I have a
Okay,
son who's getting ready to be 29. I have another one who's
okay,
24 and another one who's 18. And they are
awesome.
all so amazing. My oldest son, Trevor Wilson, is actually my business partner in SUBTO. I'm the visionary, he's the integrator, and he's just an amazing person. Um, I'm the wild child and he's the more grounded sound person. So, I help him step outside of his comfort zone because he likes to play things safe. But he also keeps me grounded when I go a little bit overboard. And so we really balance each other. And he's an amazing soul. My
Awesome.
middle son, he's actually into the fashion industry and has recently failed forward in a situation where he was supposed to walk in Fashion Week for New York Fashion Week. And he ended up getting scammed out of his money. And so he decided all these beautiful outfits that he made, he just didn't want them to fall to the wayside. So he ended up connecting with some famous people and deciding that he was just going to pay it forward and just give these beautiful outfits away. And so since then, he's connected with some amazing people who now are wearing his clothes and tagging him in things. And so that's a little piece of his journey. My younger son, he just graduated high school and he's been trying to navigate his way on, exactly what he wants to do. And yesterday he woke up and said to me, Ma, I think I want to do real estate. And so I really didn't give him any pressure. I didn't push him. I wanted him to really just discover that within himself and what he truly wanted. And so he joined the Elephant Challenge yesterday and he was
Wow.
fully engaged, taking notes. And so he's starting his journey in real estate and he did that all on his own.
Wow, awesome. That's so amazing. To have
Yeah.
your children working with you in life and purpose and y'all thriving together. It's nothing like it. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, how can people find you? What's your handle? What's your tag? Where can they find you at in the marketplace on social media?
Yeah, absolutely. So, just full transparency, I'm at the maximum friends on Facebook and they won't let me add anymore. And I get, requests all the time and I feel so bad because I can't accept them. It says, "We're sorry, you've reached the maximum amount of friends. So please don't try to find me on Facebook. I don't want to ever appear like I'm ignoring anybody. Connect
Mhm.
with me on Instagram. And my name on Instagram is Teresa Wilson 549. And that's ThereSa Wilson 549.
Yeah, y'all definitely follow Teresa. And Teresa, there's something I do on the Growth Forever podcast at the end of every episode or interview.
Yeah.
I said, what do growth forever mean to you?
Grow forever is just like it's part of the six human needs. It's literally just growing and being the better person today than you were yesterday, and that never stops. And so there's never a point where you graduate growth. It's we're all a work in progress, and you know every day, every year, we'll see a new transformation within ourselves, different than who we were last year or even yesterday.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. So there you have it with Teresa, the one and only amazing Teresa. Follow her and connect with her, and you will see her in the industry for life needs, real estate, anything. Reach out to her and remember, grow forever. Thank you, Teresa. Have a great
Thank you
day.
for having me, George. Have
All
a
right,
great
bye bye.
day. Bye bye.